Welcome into the newest Hoth Hangout reaction to episode 4 of the Acolyte. We had quite the episode in last week's episode 3. A lot of controversy surrounding that episode. Rumors circulating that maybe episode 4 will have some similarities. We're not exactly sure, obviously, what that is yet. But you and I, nonetheless, are looking forward to watching tonight's episode together, Joey. What's going on? You ready for episode 4 of the Acolyte?
I am ready. I think we were just talking a little bit about how the episode 3, not only the episode from the show, but how some of the reactions were to our podcast episode. So we'll should be talking about that in this week's podcast. But for the meantime, let's go watch episode 4 of the Acolyte. I am still excited for the show. I still do enjoy, maybe not every single little bit of it, but I do enjoy the show.
Yep. I'm looking forward to seeing tonight's episode as well. And as you mentioned with the podcast, we'll be podcasting tomorrow night with our full review and breakdown and our thoughts of episode 4, which we are about to watch now. Let us know down in the comments as well. What are your thoughts on episode 4 after having seen it? And without further ado, let's hop into this reaction to episode 4 of The Acolyte. Day is the title of the episode for this one.
You know, we were questioning if we're going to get another flashback episode. What do you think, like, before we start?
Oh, I would be shocked if we get another flashback episode.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the decision to make an entire episode a flashback episode last week was not my favorite decision. I mean, that would mean a fourth of the show is flashback.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna say the way that they did this recap here, looks like a pretty good show. It kind of cut out some of the stuff that people may have not have liked there. I think we're headed towards Kalnaka in this episode.
Yeah, finally gonna get some Jedi Wookiee action, it looks like. I saw a fun fan theory, by the way, that the evil Dark Force user is actually Master Indara.
I don't know how time bends that way, but that would be interesting.
Right. Yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there.
That's a big robe.
Yeah, he has a special order, his Jedi robes.
Is there a big and tall section at the Jedi robe store?
Only a 34-minute episode this week, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Really 30 minutes if you exclude all the credits.
I know it shouldn't, but it just reminded me of the Christmas special that we watched together.
Speaking of the Christmas special, by the way, did you see episode 3's Rotten Tomatoes is lower than the Christmas specials?
Oh my gosh, no, I did not see that. Who's this?
Well, I don't know. He looks Irish.
You're not staying? I've done what I needed to do. Thank you
Which was what? What did she do?
for helping me find my sister.
I guess it was Jecky's plan to let her kind of infiltrate.
That's
You
true.
must be curious.
I'm a little surprised how she's not wanting to pursue May.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, after all this time, not knowing she's alive, now knowing she's alive, just to be like, gonna go ahead and live my life now.
Right. I almost get the sense she's like selling Jecky a story that maybe isn't fully true.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh, but you have.
Yes, I have.
I like Kamir.
Me too. Why has Kamir found Kelnaka before?
You went in there and risked your life for my master.
There's definitely more to him as a character than they're
Mhm.
leading on.
Yeah, because I think he's supposed to look like just a guy, you know, that's providing poisons or weapons or whatever, but he's definitely more in on it than that.
He almost is serving like not quite to the same extent, but like the Jar Jar role.
Mm-hmm.
But then he maybe actually will end up being the Dark Force user.
Like Jar Jar.
Yeah, exactly.
She killed 2 Jedi masters,
Nestra Row again,
Well.
nice.
trained by one of our own. You think a Jedi taught her? Even a hologram can tell me that. We must alert the High Council.
Huh.
The High Council would be obliged to inform the Senate. A scandal like this would inspire fear and mistrust.
Wait, what?
We must learn who trained her.
You're saying a Jedi trained her?
Master Holden, extract
Yeah,
Kelnaka
but they're
from
not
the
gonna
Host
tell the
Mine
council?
and intercept-
Is Vernestra not on the council? Also, they planted the seed in this scene that the person training May is a Jedi or used to be a Jedi.
Her sister
Right.
was not abandoned.
Surely it's not Vernestra Row, right?
I mean, that Andara theory still is out there.
Yeah.
She will not surrender without getting something in return.
Do we have something she wants?
Apparently, yes.
How do you kill a Jedi without a weapon? I'm just curious how you're gonna do it this time. You failed so much.
Have you?
You know I haven't. Oh look, there it is.
Oh, look, I'm done talking about this. Kamir is so, like,
Knowledgeable.
knowledgeable for someone who acts so oblivious and kind of just is,
right, yeah.
you know.
You want me to rejoin the Jedi?
Well, not officially.
Does she want to be a Jedi?
I'm not wearing that civilian robe.
Nice.
He's been unresponsive to our warning transmissions.
That Plo Koon?
That's a Plo Koon. Yeah, that's what it looked like.
That's Basil.
Wait, who's Basil? I was confused there.
I think that's a little rodent thing.
Oh, I see. Okay. This kind of reminds me of the planet at the end of Ahsoka.
Big and hairy.
Man, they had Google Translate back then too. Sheesh.
It's a lot of Jedi for one mission.
What is it in Star Trek? Were they red shirts?
Yeah.
Find him.
There's a lot of red shirts in this.
See, these are the type of shots that they didn't use in the last episode that I feel like made it from like a cinematography
Yeah.
point of view not as good.
I took it upon myself to learn a language a little more nuanced.
Ugh, I don't like
You're
this guy.
upset I'm on this mission. Don't make fun.
May has always been your wound. Maybe so brought you here to face her.
May has always been your wound? I didn't even think she was aware May was alive until like a week ago.
Well, maybe he's just saying that, you know, her not being there or whatever had happened.
Oh, like okay, I see.
That
Okay.
was the scar in her life.
Right, right. Man, the forest setting just lends itself really well to Star Wars.
It really does. This makes me think of Endor.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
And this is kind of an Ewok.
Yeah, yeah. Ewok adjacent.
Yeah. They're cousins. Distant
Yeah,
cousins.
We don't want to know what lives out here.
I kind of want to know.
I'm sure we will know in about 10 minutes.
If not 10 seconds. The little cocoons. Ew, it's a
Oh.
bug. Ew.
Ooh. It crawls.
I don't like it. It's so big.
And it has
And
wings.
its wings. Get out.
Oh, heck no.
Ugh.
Stand down.
It went straight for the stable.
Attracted to life.
That was pretty cool.
That was cool. Reminds me of Jedi Survivor with all the little bugs that pop out at you.
Something tells me these other nameless Jedi are not going to make it through this episode.
We're not defined by what we lose. We're defined by what we survive.
I like that. I like that little piece of dialogue there.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not too far. Probably 10
How
minutes
far have they been
longer.
going? How long have they been
We're
going?
gonna make it. It's not impossible. You know that.
Does she?
I want this more than anything, but it's impossible.
I'm gonna find you more water. You're right. You need rest.
This guy's dressed like he's on Hoth.
Losing your nerve.
And he has to move his hair out of his face. I'm sorry. You can't tell me that doesn't bug him. Maybe that's why she always tells them to attack her. Because she even said she doesn't like it when they're unarmed.
Almost like there's a dishonor in attacking first for her.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, this episode is shot like way better than the last episode.
He's vanished again.
May
May
screaming? Oh,
That's Return of the Jedi right there.
she's betraying him?
Help!
My loyalty is to Ocean, not your master.
Oh, wow. That was a quick switch up.
Is surrender myself to Kalnaka.
Huh?
And then turn myself into the Jedi.
No, stop.
Is this the last episode?
10 minutes.
This whole show just took a 180.
Meanwhile,
I want this more than anything, but it's impossible. You? I surrender myself to Kalnaka.
Huh?
And then turn myself into the Jedi.
I'm a little confused. That was a very quick change of heart on May's part.
Well, remember, this is the same girl that decided to light the entire fortress on fire.
Yeah. Yep, and kill her sister 20 minutes after telling her she loved her.
Once we get May safely to the ship, I'll explain everything.
That feels like we're not going to get it this episode, but hopefully next episode. I need that explanation of what happened on Brindok.
Yeah.
Master Kilnaka.
Was he dead?
No way. Oh, it's a lightsaber. That's a.
Man, they really like teased the Wookiee Jedi and then like didn't even have a role hardly except for in the backstory episode.
He's here.
I think this is where we get the episode from the trailers of the showdown.
Oh yeah, you're right. Oh. Please
They're
don't be over
lining
yet.
up.
Please don't be over yet.
No, there's no way. Surely, right?
Sent to something.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Oh,
Is he like floating down?
that's what it looked like. Osho run. Oh, ignite the
man.
lightsaber.
Through the torso.
No. Oh, I thought it went through her. Oh, wow.
Wow.
No, are you kidding me? That was so fast. Wow, I honestly thought we had like 10 more minutes. I mean, the obvious thing to point out is that he didn't kill her.
Right.
And then the other thing I was thinking about is that, I mean, the fact that the Dark Force user killed Kelnaka
Mm-hmm.
kind of indicates that it's really not just a test. Like the Dark Force user needed Kelnaka, or at least wanted Kelnaka dead. Man, I don't know. I mean, I liked this episode more than episode 3.
Wait, I think the thing that will dig at us, I think, is what you mentioned about how May kind of flips the script like kind of out of nowhere again. She was really wanting to do this mission, and all of a sudden she's like, "Oh no, OSHA's more important to me." All of a sudden, So I think that's probably the only thing. But yeah, this was way better than episode 3.
Part of this might be just the issue with having an 8-episode series or 8-episode season is just too short, in my opinion. It doesn't feel like it gives any time for there to be any meaning to the switch of the characters. Last episode, we saw the backstory of her trying to kill OSHA. The first 2 episodes, it was like she is so gung-ho about, killing these 4 Jedi who have wronged her. Even in this episode, she says to Kamir, maybe you could argue it wasn't like truthful because she was going to betray Kamir, but she says like I'd do whatever. I want this more than anything, is what she says.
Right. Part of my theory might hold that there is some type of switching going on. Maybe the proximity of each other is kind of affecting each other's decision making. Because you remember on the bridge, when they were across the bridge in the last episode, how they were kind of blaming each other. What did you do? What did you do? There was a lot of confusion for some reason. So I don't know if there's like some type of mind switch or something, but it just very much feels like that. And I don't know if that will be the end all answer to this, but I that's kind of where my theory is going towards now.
An odd part of the episode, and maybe I misheard it, and I would love for those watching and comment down below what you thought about this part. Maybe I'm misremembering, but I feel like the conversation that Vernestra Rowe was having with all the Jedi, like at the end of that, she said, "We're not going to tell the High Council." Now, part of this might just be my ignorance to just the knowledge base of the High Republic era, because like I haven't read a ton of High Republic era things, but on my understanding, I thought Vernestra Rowe was on the Jedi Council. I didn't really understand what the benefit of withholding the information is. So
Right.
overall, though, I think it is fair to say, I think we definitely both liked it more than episode 3. I think it's fair to say this is objectively for sure a less controversial episode than episode 3, and probably objectively just a better episode, even from like a film or a TV standpoint.
Definitely.
Like cinematically, the shots of the world we were on, the forest, like we said, really lends itself well to Star Wars. All that being said, what was your favorite part of the episode? What did you enjoy the most about it? And of course, what was perhaps your not so favorite parts of the episode? What were the spots that you thought could have been just a little bit better? As we've mentioned, tomorrow's video on the Hoth Hangout YouTube channel, as well as anywhere you get your podcasts, including Spotify and Apple, will be the Hoth Hangout podcast episode 85, I believe. That's going to be covering all things Acolyte episode 4. So join us tomorrow for our breakdown of the Acolyte. And if you're watching this reaction, we appreciate y'all so very much. Once again, let us know down in the comments what you thought of the episode. And if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button for more Acolyte reactions and podcasts coming your way very soon. And until the next one, we appreciate you for watching, and we'll see you next time. And may the Force be with you.